Welcome to Still Cakin. We're the hosts, the Dowdies. I'm Andre.
And I'm Danielle.
And we appreciate you hanging out with us today. We thank you for all of the people who've been watching, who've been sharing and tweeting and all of those things. We really appreciate it. We thought it was fitting to end this year with a great episode. And so we are festive in our
Jammies. Now it's time for our segment that we like to call News or Nerves. In this segment, we are going to talk about things in the news or things that have gotten on our nerves. Mm-hmm. So, we'll start with you.
Okay.
News or nerves? Which one are you?
I will do news.
Okay.
Yes.
What's in the news, babe?
The news was the last episode, we were going to do this karaoke thing, and I was going to challenge Danielle to a Christmas karaoke, and I was going to win because, I had these songs ready. I'm tired.
You're tired of losing?
No, I am not tired of losing. I will challenge you right now on the set. No, I'm joking.
Whatever.
But just the more and more I was thinking about it, I was like, I think we just need a break. Yeah. So that's my news. I'm sorry there's no Christmas karaoke. I noticed that both of us were just tired. Not necessarily saying we're running on fumes, but man, this Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we're just going to just lounge and watch some movies and just recover and rest.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
We'll do karaoke some other time.
I'm fine with that.
News or nerves? What are you going? Which area are you going?
I'm going to go with nerves.
Okay.
What's getting on my nerves?
Mm-hmm. What's getting on your nerves, baby?
This here pandemic is getting on my nerves.
Say more.
I am just tired of it, as I'm sure you all are tired of it as well. And, I'm also... Okay. I'm also tired of people telling me, even though I'm tired of Corona, mm-hmm. I am tired of people telling me that I need to get this vaccine. Because you know what?
What?
My spirit is not telling me that I need to get this vaccine.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
mm-hmm.
it is super, super, super early. And I just don't know what's going to happen. And let me make reference to the Tuskegee experiment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you don't know about that, you know what? I'm going to let you go do some research on that.
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, I'm not going to say everybody in the black population because it may not be true for everybody.
Right. We're not a monolith.
That's right. But, we're a little skeptical.
Mm-hmm. And rightfully so. Tuskegee experiment, syphilis? Really? You just the black men? Just really?
Yeah.
Or Henrietta Lacks?
Yes.
Which is another one where this one black woman, once again, this is why I bow down and I respect and love every black woman. Nothing against any other race, but the black woman, you all have been bruised, beaten, battered, disrespected for centuries. Mm. And so just to read about Henrietta Lacks and how her DNA ended up really just helping the world. Like she had some superhuman strength in that DNA and in that blood, and they just used her and she never really got paid from it. Mm. Or the godfather of gynecology. New York City.
Yes.
And who did he experiment on, you may ask?
People who look like me.
People who look just like you. And so I do understand why so many people are like, you know what? We're not going to take this first version. I heard a friend say this and it made me laugh. The friend said, you know, the PlayStation 5 just came out and the new Xbox X series just came out.
Okay.
And like, they already have glitches.
Oh.
So you never ever purchase the very first version of any technology. You let those updates happen. And I start thinking about the phones. You let that first update happen and then get out the kinks.
Yeah.
And then you take it on the second or the third. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's going to be us.
Okay.
Yeah.
With this vaccine?
With this vaccine, that's going to be us. We'll see it. No disrespect to all of you all who are taking it, especially you medical personnel. We appreciate, we love everything that you have been doing. We cheer you on. But what we're not going to do right now in this moment.
We're not going to do it.
2020 was full of everything. The ups, the downs, the everything in between. So what are 5 things that you will remember from 2020?
Things that I'll remember?
Yeah. What did it teach you?
Okay. I was going to say, 2020 has taught me a lot.
Okay. You'll do one, I do one, you will do, and we'll just keep going back and forth.
Okay.
Like that. Okay?
Okay. 2020 has taught me to appreciate my health. I feel like I am a fairly healthy person, but looking at how this virus has affected so many people that quickly, like people who you see, you think, when you look at them, you say, you know what, oh, they look pretty healthy, but how this virus is just taking them out, I really do appreciate my health, and I just appreciate my health. Yeah.
To read that Karl Anthony Towns, NBA basketball player for the T-Wolves, how he's lost like 6 or 7 family members due to it, including his mom, like that. You do find that appreciation. The first thing that it taught me is that there are a whole lot of selfish people in this world.
Woo, yes.
And I didn't realize how selfish people were until after COVID hit. The simple things of don't cough on people. And then you see all these videos of people inside of these stores coughing on purpose. I never knew how selfish so many people were. So yeah, that would be...
I think people have been selfish, but I feel like this pandemic has magnified the selfishness.
Good point.
Because people have
always
been selfish.
Yeah. It's like we see it now maybe more in the open. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Your second one.
The second thing 2020 has taught me, protect my peace. If it's not making me or giving me peace, then it needs to be out of my space, because this pandemic has just really just taken people's peace away. Because you're worried about finances, you're worried about your family, and to let others come in and the selfish people, for example, to let them come in and try to take your joy. Nope. Just put that little bubble around. You're not gonna get my space, and I have to protect my peace, because if I don't, I'm going to go insane.
Yeah. And I could see you throughout this year doing that. There was a lot of times that you wanted to engage, but you were like, Control Alt Delete. Just let me power down and move on over here. That ain't my business. It could be my business. It should be my business.
I'm not making it my business.
But nah, I'm good. And you just kind of go over here.
Or telling folks no.
Yeah.
Real quick. No. Ooh, Try again. No. No. I'm done with trying to please people and giving energy to everybody else, but nobody's giving back any energy. So the answer is no.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's not a no and an excuse. It's just no.
Similar to Danielle, just making space for the people who are in your life who you need to make space for. You can love from afar, and it's okay to love from afar. So to me, I appreciate that part of life more now, where I'm perfectly okay to live in my introverted space with just the people, and I'd be good. I'm okay with that now. It taught me that this is my number 3. Number 3, everybody's not gonna like you.
Tune it up.
Oh, I was in the wrong key.
He's in the wrong key, but that's all right.
I'm likable. I just want you to like me. They like me. They really like me. Like, there's been some people who have been hating on us, and I'm like, why? And if you know me, I'm analyzing, like, what did I do wrong? How can I reach out? Okay, maybe I can try this teaching strategy will work, or this psychology strategy can work because it's based off of this theorist, and I finally just, they may not like me. They may not like us. They may not like our family. And it hurts a little because we're nice people.
You speak for yourself.
We're nice people.
It doesn't hurt me.
It doesn't hurt you. Like, we're nice, and for them to say bad things against us, that hurts a little. I mean, it does.
I'm bothered.
But I'm growing in that. I'm still learning it. And it was a good, hard lesson, but it was a good lesson. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is the ordinary just won't do. Being average, that's not where it is. Have to get out your comfort zone. Speaking to myself, try new things, see what's out there. Don't limit myself.
Yeah.
Don't be ordinary. Now, my ordinary is good, but I need to be extraordinary. To go for the things that I want in this next year. So.
Yeah. There's a book called Good to Great, Jim Collins. And one of the most famous quotes from the book says, good is the enemy to great. Because so many times people just stick with good because we're good. And we're scared to go towards that great.
Yes.
Because that great is scary. It's scary to go after your dreams because you're unsure. So I'll stick in my good because I know good is safe. I love that you said that ordinary just won't do. Because I'm going to be real with you.
Okay.
Like, once when you step into your greatness, I think you'll pass me.
Whoa. Now that's a bold prediction.
I really think you will.
Wow.
You are like so dope to me. And I get it. You nervous, a little scared. I'm scared. Stay over here. I get that. I do.
That's ordinary.
But once when you break that shell and like be the you that I see that you are, this world ain't gonna be able to stop you.
It's coming real quick.
I'm serious.
Real quick.
I'm just gonna be sitting over here like, that's my woman. That's my woman. You want me to hold your purse? I'll hold your purse for you.
What?
I'm telling you, man. Shoot.
Oh, you're gonna hold my purse?
I'm telling you. I don't mind.
It's gonna have all that money in it.
I don't mind being Steve to your Joyce Meyer. I'll be Steve in the corner. Ain't his name Steve?
I forgot about that. Okay.
His name Steve?
I don't know. But I remember Joyce Meyer.
Yeah, Joyce Meyer was. Yeah. I don't mind that at all. Or I don't mind being Stedman to Oprah. Okay. Because Stedman is still rocking. Stedman is still doing great things. he's got his own. Or power couples. I don't mind being Dwayne Wade to your Gabrielle.
Okay.
They both together, powerful. They both rocking things differently. But I really do see that in you. And that's why I be trying to push you to try things. Mm-hmm. And look at this. We're doing a podcast.
That's true.
So, yeah. I love that.
I'm going to Extraordinary in 2021.
You got it. I believe you. You got it. My third thing that I've learned was how much I value family time. We've taken the love language test so many times, and we try to take it at least once a year just to see if any updates have happened. And mine is quality time. And I just love a good family night.
Yes, you do.
Family game night, family something. And I missed Thanksgiving. Like, Thanksgiving felt so weird this year.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong. I mean, it was our family, us four, no more. And we killed that food, and we knocked out those leftovers in 2 or 3 days compared to all week. But I still miss my cousins and the aunts, and I miss hearing the laughter of the jokes. You know, playing Hood Uno and whooping them up. If you've never played Hood Uno, you're missing out. It is the best part of Uno. But yeah, I think that's what I missed, and I'm hoping in 21 we can get back to that. Like, those experiences to me now matter more than the actual gifts.
Oh, yes.
You know, I'd rather for us, we talked about in previous episodes, I'd rather for us to go on a vacation and have that experience as a family versus just getting some tech gadgets or whatever. Like, those experiences now, to me, those memories matter more.
Memories matter more. Ooh, that's a good t-shirt.
It is.
You're welcome.
Thank you. What about you?
Okay, 2020 has taught me that adversity does not go away. It's all about how you adjust. I was listening to a podcast, and it said, it was like a light bulb went off, that if you think about it, every 10 years or so, there is going to be something where it affects your finances, or there's something that happens. Like in 2008 was that whole financial crash. So, and then you had H1N1 and all that, and
bird flu, swine flu.
Yeah. So and here we are in 2020 with this COVID. Yeah. So how will you learn from, well, in this podcast, they talked about the last financial crisis that happened, and how they had all this money in the stock market, and they lost all this money, and the housing market went down, and so they learned, okay, that happened. How will we adjust for the next time? Because the next time is going to happen.
It is going to happen.
So how are you going to adjust? Well, so good. That made me think, so it's 2020. What's going to happen? 2029, 2030, 2031. And how will we adjust? How will we do things differently than we are in 2020? So, I don't know. If you haven't saved enough money, what are you going to do in these next 10 years to make sure, because you know it's coming, what are you going to do to adjust to make sure you are ready for that in the next 10 years? So if you know it's finances, go ahead and get ready for it. You don't know what's going to happen,
right?
But you can adjust from, the experiences that you are having now.
There's no if but a when.
A win. Yeah.
That's heavy. Mine was similar to that.
Okay.
Mine was pivot.
Okay.
What it's taught me since the pandemic. Once again, I'm normally out on the road doing keynotes, doing workshops, doing conferences, helping schools at those school sites.
Mm-hmm.
And that all came to a crash and a halt in March.
Yes.
And so you go from all of these opportunities with all of these schools and these districts and conferences to we're going to postpone it to we're going to cancel it.
Yeah.
But our bills are like, we're not canceling.
Bills are not canceled.
Bills are like, hey, 1st and the 15th, homie,
Yeah.
run me my money.
Yeah.
And so to learn how to pivot and then continue pivoting where the next time, the next when it happens, you are better situated.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad that the pivot is here.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to 21 to see what that looks like. Now that we've established what that pivot looks like, I hope it doesn't change again. Like, man, we just figured it out.
Right.
We just figured this out. Don't start us over. So I wonder that will be my number 4 is just learning how to pivot.
I'm thinking when you say pivot,
Uh-huh.
okay, I thought of 2 different things.
Okay.
First, I thought about basketball. So, when I didn't play basketball, but I love the game. So, when you pivot,
Mm-hmm.
there can be a small pivot or there can be a large pivot.
Mm-hmm.
But, however, there's a pivot.
There is a pivot.
So, what type of pivot are you going to make?
Yeah. So the small pivot, which is like you plant your foot and that one foot can't move. Now your other foot can go around in the 360 circle or whatever to make the best pass or the shot. The small pivot was taking all of my talks, all of my keynotes, all of my that, making it digital.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the workshops that I normally would do in present, putting it digital.
Mm-hmm.
That's the small pivot. The big pivot now is how can I leverage what we are doing for others?
Okay.
So now I don't want it to be just me on the road sharing expertise in education. You are a phenomenal educator. I want it to be that. Number 5, the 5th thing that I learned in 2020 is people be lying.
You learned that?
I
You
learned
didn't
that.
know that already? How did you get this epiphany that people, in your words, people be lying?
People be lying. So on social media, I've seen some people use other people's words and make it pretend like it's their words.
Okay.
And then since they aren't black, their voices get heard from those words a lot faster, a lot quicker, a lot sooner.
Give me
Get blown
example.
up. I don't want to give an example. I'll give you an example
homie.
off camera. Yeah, I'll give it off camera.
Okay.
But just, they're like, oh, I like that. And I like that black teacher said it over here. So I'm going to say the exact same thing and fix it up and make it all nice and cute. Then I'm going to say it to my audience. And now my audience is going to think that I was the one who authored that. And now I'm going to get even more famous or I'm going to make more money because, man, people be lying. And then you see people lying on TV.
Get mad.
Man, yeah. You see people lying on TV and you got the video proof and they still lying. I just... So that's my number 5.
Okay.
What would you say your 5th thing that you learned?
My 5th and
2020?
final thing that I learned in 2020 is to slow down. This year has taught me to slow down. I had always been on the go, always doing things for others, ripping and running, not living in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's taught me to spend more time with our children.
Yeah.
really just listen to them and see their growth, who they are as young adults. They're not babies anymore.
Yeah.
Just slow down, take it in. That is what 2020 has taught me.
We would love to know what was some of the key things from your year 2020.
What did you learn in 2020?
Yeah. What are some of those takeaways that you're going to carry into 21? Let us know in the comments.
Hey. Still Cakin supports Black-owned businesses. This episode spotlights 405 Media. 405 Media is a startup company launched during this pandemic. 405 Media is a video production company that creates TV commercials, training videos, bio videos, recruitment tapes, social media content, and more. 405 Media sits down with the clients, learns the vision of what the client wants, and executes it to have the ideal visual experience. They can shoot, color, and edit your next project for a price that won't break the bank.
And what I love about 405 Media,
What do you love about 405 Media?
that's our son.
That's my boy! Hey!
We loved it. Once again, pandemic, and so both kids decided to stay at home and learn online from home. And so that's a lot of idle time because you're only doing 2 to 3 hours of work.
Mm-hmm.
And so we challenged both of them. Like, there's some things that you can do now that you have this time. Start thinking about what you want to do. Let's go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And our son Jaden came up to us and said, "Hey, Dad, I would love to start my media production company." And we was like, let's do it. Let's do the homework. What does it take? What does it look like? Where do you want to go from? And that is 405 Media. What I love most about it is the recruitment tapes.
Yes.
Like, he's got all the homies who basketball, baseball, football, soccer, choir. I mean, all of these things. You want a nice tape to send to colleges so they can recruit you and perhaps get some scholarships. He'll video it, nice package, edit it, send it to you. He's also worked with some peewee leagues in basketball and football. So I'm so proud of your son. That is your son.
That's my baby.
I'll give you that credit. 4 or 5
I carried him in my belly for 10 months, not 9, 10.
10. I was like, wait a minute.
That's what I tell them.
I was going to say, hold on, time out. Doesn't sound right. They are working on a website right now, so you can find them on their socials. So check out 405 Media for any of your social media content needs or commercials. So in closing, we really appreciate you all rocking with us this year. 2021 is going to be phenomenal.
Yes.
And we would love for you to take the journey with us as we grow. The best is yet to come.
Hey.
Donald Lawrence, 1998.
The best. Are you sure that's 1998?
That's the blue CD.
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, that had a good head, but it's fun too. Good life fun too. Yeah, okay.
Now we gotta hear it.
Okay.
Thanks for watching with us. We hope that you all have a safe holiday full of laughter, love, joy, rest, and all those other things.
And making memories. Most importantly, making memories with your family.
And until next year, you all.
Cake on, cake on.
All right.
Oh, excuse me. Y'all got me.
You got sleepy?
Yeah, y'all just got me.
You took one yawn and you ready to go night night right now? 10 o'clock news ain't even over yet. You ready to go?
Look at my eyes.
I know.
feel 'em.
Yeah. He hit you right there.